And Chicago starts out with the ball here. Now the starting group for the Sacramento Kings. James is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Mutombo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And a deep three from Curry. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
This is exactly the kind of unique range that Curry has. I mean, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to get up on it.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Chamberlain. Outside Curry, wide open. Leonard pulls down the board.
You're not going to get a better look from mid-range. He's definitely disappointed with himself there.
And James launches it from deep. And another Sacramento three.
From deep in three-point land, when LeBron commits to a shot even that far away from the hoop, no stopping.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Curry. Nice shot from the wing. Curry's got 5 now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Leonard. Back to James. Shot clock at 6. They get it back. Mutombo, the pass to Pippen.
I think what you most appreciate about Pippen, at least I do, is his versatility. I mean, he scores it, he rebounds, he passes, and he defends at a really high level.
Sacramento shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Pippen, 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And so he makes both from the line. And here's Curry. 5 points in the game. Pass to Chamberlain. Wembanyama, the open look. Hauled in by the Kings. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. And another miss by Sacramento. Oh, deflected. Here's Chamberlain. Screen by O'Neal. Curry against James. Here's O'Neal. Here's Wembanyama. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. And it's Sacramento's ball. 3-point lead. Pippen outside. Pass to James. Double team on James. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. He's covered by O'Neal. Abdul-Jabbar misses.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Curry. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the long J. Curry's got 8.
Off a pass, Steph Curry, that one is always going in, or almost always going in.
Leonard for 3. Connects from downtown.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The Bulls trail by 3. And here's Curry for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
This is how competitive Curry is. You got a great competitive spirit. You drain a 3 on him, guess what? He's looking to come right back at you.
Now, here is James. 6 points for him. Pippen outside. Pass to Leonard. Fires for 3. Here's Mutombo. Lays it up and banks it in.
Physical defense won't slow Mutombo down much at all. Inside, he has a way of getting what he wants.
Wembanyama. Pass to Chamberlain. For 3, George hits the trifecta.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
Pass to Leonard. Back to James. Over George. O'Neal pulls it in.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
George passes to Curry. For three. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Here's Leonard. Pass to Mutombo. Beyond the arc. No good. Would have counted had it gone. Stephen Curry getting it done for Chicago. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. More 2K action in just a moment. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
On the court for the Kings, second quarter underway. We've got Kawhi Leonard. He's out there with James. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the fourth. Curry gets the bucket.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now, here is James. Give him 8. Got a hand on it.
Sending a statement with that rejection. O'Neal reminding everybody what a forceful defender he can be.
And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Here's Wembanyama. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Curry. Unloads. Gets some space and parries the jumper.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
And it's Leonard with the ball for Sacramento. And Sacramento calls their first time out of the game. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
Well, he's been killing them all night, and the defense looks like it's practically packed it in.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. It's James on the wing. Pass to Mutombo. Tipped.
Man, what a well-coordinated athlete at his size. To add that superior timing, hard to get shots over Wilt Chamberlain.
They grab their own miss. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And the free throw, no good.
Hey, because he's such a commanding force, sometimes sending Shaq to the line is your best option.
Pass to Mutombo. Here's James. Again, the miss by the Kings.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
The three from Curry. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 4 rebounds in the game. Right wing. Here's Pippen. The three-pointer off the mark. Chicago leading. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Pass to Curry. 6 to shoot. Kicks it to George. And here's Leonard. Tries yet again. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound.
You won't see that from him very often, missing the bunny like that.
The three. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The shot by James, no good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and was maybe a step out of his range.
Here's Chamberlain. No points so far. It's scooped up. Kicks it to George. Counted from distance.
You've got to be alert to where George is out on that perimeter because that jumper of his has become dangerous.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Timeout call, Sacramento. And it's the Kings with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Mutombo. They need this. Chicago grabs the miss. O'Neal's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the inside. And the basket is good. O'Neal's got 4 points this quarter.
Way too strong down low. O'Neal, a dominant force near the basket.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. He's covered by O'Neal. Pippen. It's tipped. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Chamberlain. Outside Curry. And here's George. Checked by James. 6 on the shot clock. George passes to O'Neal. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now James. Give him 8. Leonard outside. And another miss by Sacramento.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And so it's Chicago with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Stephen Curry is out there with Wembanyama. Then there's George, and it's Chamberlain in at the 4-man position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Now here's Wembanyama. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Outside Curry. He shoots. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so James will bring it up for the Kings. Pass to Leonard. James outside. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. James has got 10 points.
LeBron's skill level is so great. I mean, that mid-range is not his go-to, but he can do it all, so it looks like it's part of his go-to.
George, good.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Timeout called. Sacramento. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Ooh, LeBron, strong like bull.
Yet another stellar night for LeBron offensively so far. In some ways, he's just unstoppable.
Wembanyama, pass to Chamberlain. Rebounded by Pippen. Kings trail by 8. Pass to Leonard. Now James. Leonard with a screen on George. Here's James. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Wembanyama, pass to Chamberlain. Now here's George. And Chicago again with a bucket.
Seems effortless for George, that quick release of his.
And it's Sacramento's ball. James outside.
Offensive screen set out of bounds. Chicago ball.
Chicago leading by 10. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Curry from downtown. Fires in the triple. Curry's got 18.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
Leonard outside. And another miss by Sacramento.
You know he wants that one back. Right in his wheelhouse.
George passes to Curry. Back to George. Throws it up high. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. The drive by Pippen. Knocked loose. Now here's George. He's got 11. Curry passes to George. Misses the three.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Tons of power and momentum behind Leonard's drive. He's not easily stopped when he's going like that.
Wembanyama, pass to Chamberlain. Deflected. Leonard looking around. James, a screen on Curry. James, right side. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 4 assists now tonight.
LeBron's greatest gift to me is how he sets up so many teammates with catch-and-shoot opportunities. It's nice to see them return the favor.
Now here's Wembanyama. Still no points. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. And the Bulls lead by 11. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Leonard. Another one falls for Sacramento.
Offensively, he's carrying his weight, doing his part. Maybe they should get the ball to him a little bit more.
Curry passes to George. Four seconds left. And he can't get that one. And so it's Chicago with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. All right, a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth quarter. We've got LeBron James. He's out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Pippen in at the 3 slot. The 3 from Curry. Oh, Curry, a sick triple.
Now, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. That shot off the mark. Excellent D there from O'Neal. And Wembanyama has the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. Curry finds George. Some solid defense from James. Kings trail by 12. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Excellent D there from O'Neal.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
To the middle. Uses the glass on the layup.
Try as hard as they might, the defense can't easily stop Shaq. His large frame and athleticism really helps him bully his way to the bucket.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
The Kings call timeout. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on the Sacramento head coach talking to his team. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. I think the players love that message.
So Sacramento will get the first possession. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. We've got Antetokounmpo. Kawhi Leonard is out there with SGA. Then it's James. And it's O'Neal in at the 5 spot.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
James a screen on Curry. A deep three from Leonard. The long distance three is buried.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Curry. Pass to George. 5 on the clock. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Now the Bulls with it. Leonard, the pass to LeBron. Bulls moving the ball around. An easy 2 points on the layup.
This is where LeBron James is so dangerous. Physically hard to handle on the interior. Turn the lights out.
Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. Pass to Curry. Puts up a three. Hits it from three-point range.
A guy like this with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
And here is James. The shake. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
And LeBron used to getting hit. This is the level of attention this man attracts from the D.
Now here's Curry. Outside, George. No good on the three. Giannis outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. A three-pointer, no good. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, the head coach for Sacramento gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. The conversation quickly turned to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who coach called a problem. He's fast, he's strong, he's smart with the ball, coach said, so our defense is going to be working overtime to keep up with him, but we will keep up with him. Coach thinks his guys are up for the challenge tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Here's LeBron. Following the basket by Stephen Curry. And the rejection by Wembanyama. SGA against George. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, not only is he a tremendous athlete, but Paul George is a terrific positional defender. He just uses that body so well to contest shots.
Wembanyama finds Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Curry, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
James, a screen on George. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside, George launches it from deep. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Outside, Leonard. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
You love how fast Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets into that shooting motion. As soon as it touches his hands, it is ready to go.
Now, here is Abdul-Jabbar. Still yet to score. Gilgeous-Alexander against George. Some solid defense there from SGA. Leonard on the wing. Defended by Wembanyama. Pass to James. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Here's O'Neal. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
The strength of O'Neal is otherworldly.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Wembanyama looking it over. Down low, it's deflected. O'Neal with the steal. With 1 on the clock, that shot missing, and we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's Chicago up by 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. O'Neal is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's LeBron in at the 3 slot. Wembanyama passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Now here's Curry. Pocket 6. Outside for Wembanyama. Here's Chamberlain. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. James outside. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Curry. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
There's just a nuance and an understanding to what Steph Curry does. How good is this guy at finding the spot he's looking for?
So timeout called here, the first for Chicago. On defense, the Kings. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And stolen by Wembanyama. Takes the 3. The 3 ball from Curry.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Leonard. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Connects from 3-point range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Curry, that's good.
Curry is in his bag. This guy has such a versatile offensive arsenal.
And Chicago has possession. SGA surveying the defense. Leonard the bounce pass. And a wide open look for SGA. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Well, we're accustomed to seeing Kawhi as the finisher, not necessarily known as a passer, but boy, what a pass right there.
Curry passes to George. Back to Curry. 3-pointer. And another 3 for Sacramento.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Now, the mid-range, absolutely a part of Kawhi Leonard's offensive arsenal. Defense can't expect him to pass those up.
Pass to George. Back to Curry. Wembanyama, a screen on James. From deep, George. Rebound by the Bulls. LeBron outside.
Right here, baby.
O'Neal high post. SGA against George. SGA kicks to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Wembanyama. Here's Shaq. The shot missing. Some solid defense from Chamberlain. Abdul-Jabbar outside. Back to Wembanyama. Abdul-Jabbar looking over the floor. That shot wide open. Curry's got the lead up to 2 now for Sacramento.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Curry on the wing. 18 feet out, and the jumper is on the mark. Curry's got 20.
Boy, how fast is Stephen Curry's release on the catch. Wow.
And here's Leonard from 3. Drains the three-pointer.
The backcourt today as good as it gets. And they've earned the green light every time they touch the ball.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Kings. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. Back to the action in just a minute.
And get ready for the fans half-court shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Victor Wembanyama is out there with Curry. Then there's Chamberlain. Then it's Kareem, and it's George in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Back to Curry from the arc. That drops. Nice speed that time from Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 3rd assist on the night. And Chicago has possession. They trail by 1. LeBron outside. LeBron going to work inside.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Curry, that's good. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Castro O'Neal. Outside Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Wembanyama. George finds Curry. Now Wembanyama. Covered by LeBron. Back to Curry. A 3-ball. Here's Chamberlain. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Chicago calls timeout. Here's James. He's got 6. Outside Leonard. That 3 off the mark.
Well, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Here's Curry with the 3. That drops. Nice speed that time from Wembanyama.
I'll tell you, it is a thing of beauty watching Steph Curry shoot jumpers. An unbelievable feel and touch.
James left side. Fantastic work inside by LeBron.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And Chamberlain with the stuff.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Leonard. He's got 8. Ron right side. Goes up the baseline, and it's Sacramento with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Wembanyama. Wembanyama with the aggressive finish.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
There's 1:26 left in the 3rd quarter. James outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. LeBron's got 6 in the quarter.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Back to Curry. Shot on the wing, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Curry's got the lead up to 9 now for the Kings. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bulls. James in the post. Wembanyama on him. And LeBron James gets it to go. James has got 12 points in the game.
The offensive arsenal of LeBron James is tremendous. The ability to hurt defenses in so many ways is something else.
Back to Curry. There's the 3. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 4th assist in this one.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
LeBron sets the screen for Giannis. LeBron outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. And so it's Sacramento with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for the Bulls, getting this 4th quarter started. Antetokounmpo is out there with O'Neal. And it's LeBron James. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Leonard in at the 1. Wembanyama, a screen on LeBron. Curry can't get it to go.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's James. And again, LeBron missing. Kings leading now by 10. Wembanyama passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Pass to Curry. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Curry's got 16 points here in the second half. So it's Chicago now. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. And here is James, defended by Wembanyama. The rejection by Wembanyama. Back to Curry from outside the arc. Rebound by the Bulls. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, whacking James like the D does there is the right move. I mean, especially when you consider how strong he is.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Sacramento.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
Both free throws good from James.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Wembanyama passes to George. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. The Bulls call timeout.
And make some noise for your network 6 crew.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks.
Victor Wembanyama. Third personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Chicago. LeBron James. At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Sacramento leading by 11. Here's Curry. Puts it up from deep. It's off. Now Leonard. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Shaq with a screen on Curry. And it misses.
That's a breakdown defensively right there, folks. He just could not make them pay.
Uncovered. That one goes in.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Outside SGA. Shot clock at 5. Onto the Kumbo. The long shot, no good. Kings leading now by 13. Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass.
But here's the problem. No one's got the strength to move Wilt off the spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
James, and the rejection by Wembanyama. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Curry. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. 6 to shoot. He drills the 3.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Chicago calls timeout. They're down by 18.
And make some noise for your network 6 crew.
And it's Sacramento to start out. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. They've got Victor Wembanyama. He's out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Chamberlain in at the 5 spot. Durant with the bucket.
Yeah, smooth and focused. KD is so polished, so prolific.
Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Curry. Five to shoot. Wembanyama finds George. Shoots over Bryant. Here's Chamberlain. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Now here's Wembanyama. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Now here's Wembanyama. There's a screen. Now George. Left side Curry. From deep. O'Neal pulls it in. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up to the Chicago Bulls. Here's Mutombo. Fires top of the key. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Chamberlain gets the bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
James can't get it to go. George against Bryant. George feels it out a bit. Here's Chamberlain. Bryant against George. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bulls. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Bryant, the pass to James. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I spoke to the head coach for Chicago. Well, no surprise, we started chatting about Victor Wembanyama, and I asked what the plan was there, and Coach said with a shrug, stay on him and hope for the best. What can you do? So still no magic answers for how to slow down a unique threat like Wemby on the floor. Guys, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And now the first timeout called here for Chicago. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Bryant, the pass to James. Bryant against George. To win the drought. Shot clock at 6. Bryant, no good.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
James against Wembanyama. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. He's scoreless. George, no good. James against Wembanyama. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Bryant, the pass to James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. And here's Bryant outside. The Kings lead by 3. Lets it go from deep. And there's Curry on the assist by George. Curry's got 5 points.
Look at how solid Curry's motion is. Almost like he could have done that blindfolded.
Here's James on the wing. Knocks down the triple.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Man, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Curry. 5 points in the game.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And it's almost like Curry's motor never stops running. This is what forces defenders to overcommit.
Sacramento shooting their first free throws here for the night. And so Curry nails both of them.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
James with the ball. The 3 is up. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Sacramento on top. They lead by 2. And we'll be back in some good action already in this one. But a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And guys, for the Kings, what jumps out at you stat-wise?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
On the court for Sacramento, they've got Stephen Curry. He's out there with Wembanyama. And it's Chamberlain in at the 5 down low. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Kings.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
Abdul-Jabbar passes to Curry. Off target from outside.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Oh, KD from downtown.
Proof that Durant can strike from anywhere, flexing his range with a deep 3.
George passes to Wembanyama. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Down low. From 8 feet away, it's good. Off the glass. Chamberlain's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Just 5 to shoot. Here's George. The shot comes out. Excellent D there from Bryant. Bulls leading by 4. Back to James. Physical play by LeBron inside.
Once James gets the ball in close, it's game over. Put up those 2 points.
James has gone 50% from the field. 3 out of 6. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to George. Rebound by the Bulls.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
A block by Wembanyama, and he'll lead the league in that category numerous times when it's all said and done.
Curry looking it over. Durant against Wembanyama, and the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
On the wing, Durant. He's covered by Curry. Here's James. Again, the miss by James. Kings trail by 8. Pass to Wembanyama. And And here's George. They still need this. Kevin Durant with a rebound.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And it's Sacramento's ball. Wembanyama, pass to Curry. Back to Wembanyama. Outside Curry. There's the triple. Curry splashing one down from three.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's three ball is falling. That's how good he is.
James outside. Yes, sir. And it's Bryant picking up the assist. Bryant's got 6 assists in the game.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Back to Curry. Lets it go from the wing. Now shooting 50% for the game. He's 4 for 8.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
Bryant, the pass to James. No good with the triple. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Kings. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Wembanyama, so comfortable inside.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
James deciding where to go with it. It's good. James has got 6 here in the quarter.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Chicago ahead. They lead by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You got to like what we're seeing from LeBron James.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
They've got Kevin Durant. Kobe Bryant is out there with James. And it's O'Neal in at the center position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Inside, here's James. Yes! He's still got it! LeBron!
Yeah, the assertive approach from LeBron is really paying off in this one. He is driving this offense.
Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Curry. Puts it up. Here's Chamberlain. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line could be the next best thing.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Chicago leading by 6. Pass to Bryant. Screen by James. And James throws it down.
They're still dunking with ease. James is a physical specimen.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Now here's Curry. 12 points for him. Pass to Chamberlain. Shot clock at 5. From deep, Wembanyama. Sacramento again missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Kings trail by 8. Now Curry, checked by James. Curry passes to George. Back to Curry, all alone. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got 4 rebounds now. Curry's gone just 4 for 11 from the field. Bryant, right side. Oh, George with a steal. High arcing shot. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Bryant. James outside. Here's Mutombo, covered by Wembanyama. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Curry. 12 points for him. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And Sacramento calls their first time out of the game.
Your dance team makes some noise.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Pass to Wembanyama. Takes a 3. Mutombo with a rebound. Mutombo has got 6 rebounds in the game. Bryant, the pass to O'Neal. Now, here is James. He's covered by Curry. James can't get it to go. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Kings. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Back to Curry to get back on track. Sacramento again missing.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Mutombo, the pass to Durant. Pass to O'Neal. Clock at 6. Chicago passing it around. LeBron, a smooth operator inside.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Back to Curry. Fires the 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, the sweet-looking jumper of Steph. It just looks so pure coming out of his hands.
An open look for Durant. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Kings trail by 9. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Curry gets the bucket.
There's the finesse element to his game. The soft fingering.
Bryant against George. Now Bryant. Pass to James. Another shot with 1 on the clock. No good at the rim. And so it's the Chicago Bulls closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, that's great decision-making, and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for Sacramento, Victor Wembanyama is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Paul George, and it's Chamberlain in at the center position. Wembanyama against James. Mutombo, the pass to O'Neal, and the shot goes in.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Kings trail by 6. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Now here's Curry. A deep 3. Here's Chamberlain, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what the Bulls coach was going over with his team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
And Allie, thanks. James against Wembanyama. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Durant, no good. Kings trail by 4. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. The three from Wembanyama. Chicago grabs the miss. O'Neal's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's James, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Sometimes it's impossible trying to contain LeBron. Have to settle for fouling him and hope that he misses.
LeBron James.
Both free throws good from James. And so here's Sacramento. George outside. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
Bryant outside. And he drives in. Oh, George with a steal. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Now Wembanyama. Here's Abdul-Jabbar.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
That free throw no good. And he's good on the second. Bulls leading by 3. James outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bryant inside. George defending. Durant against Curry. 1:49 left in the fourth. Here's Chamberlain. He's covered by O'Neal. George fires. Oh, it misses. Bryant against Wembanyama. On the wing, Bryant. From 12 feet out. Ooh, it doesn't go. Kings trail by 3. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Here's Chamberlain. He's covered by O'Neal. Here's George. To tie it up. Oh, it misses.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Steps back. That's off. And so here's Sacramento. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. The putback, and he grabs the board and finishes it off.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Outside Durant, fires the 3. Not that time. The Kings call timeout. How do you think this is going to play out?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
George against Bryant. Here's James. So a close game sees Sacramento taking this one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Stephen Curry.